The Supreme Court hears arguments today in a landmark court challenge to determine if former President Donald Trump can run for re-election. He's appealing a decision to remove him from Colorado's primary ballot. Jan Crawford is at the Supreme Court. Jan, we're coming to you with the ambulance and the fire trucks going by, but we can hear you. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Gayle. You know, here in D.C., I mean, you cannot overstate the importance of this case. Donald Trump's not going to be here today. His advisors want no distractions because if he loses this case, his presidential campaign, his political career, it's over. That's the stakes. Now, the Supreme Court has never considered this issue. It involves an obscure part of the Constitution, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which was passed after the Civil War. And it says, I'm going to read it, no person shall hold any office who took an oath as an officer of the United States, but then engaged in insurrection. Now, challenges were filed in at least 35 states arguing this clause applies to Trump because he engaged in insurrection on January 6th. And so he's disqualified from running for president. The Colorado Supreme Court was the first to agree, followed by Maine's Secretary of State. They both said Trump should be removed from their state's primary ballots. If the justices uphold that Colorado decision, you know, that's going to jumpstart efforts in many of these other states to also kick him off the ballot. Now, Trump is saying he didn't engage in insurrection, and beyond that, Section 3 doesn't even mention presidents or apply to them. His opponents are saying, well, that's common sense, it does. If it applies to all these other office holders, how can it not apply to the highest office in the land? Now, these arguments are very difficult legal questions. There's not a lot of historical evidence about it, so the justices are really in uncharted waters, and they've got to move quickly. Super Tuesday is less than a month away. Nate?
Jan, thank you.